Garry, first of all, welcome back to the show. You had a funny exchange at the beginning of the day with Wesley. You went to make the first move, and Wesley...
It was very funny. He wanted to push me to another board, saying I should be consistent because yesterday I'd announced I would take the board with two youngest players. He said, I'm not the youngest. Look at this. The next board is where Gukesh is playing Abdul Satorov, so you have to go there. I said, look, I'm here for a few days. Let me just, shake hands with every player. So, and then the second part of the dialogue was, asking about first move. And he said, of course you play e4. And he got so shy, saying, you had to tell me yesterday. I'm not, I said, okay, you're also d4. Yeah, but I think it's nice. Again, it's a little bit of show. And I enjoyed it. I think you also liked it. So,
yes, absolutely. So. You've been here for a couple of days. What have you noticed about the players' preparation, what they're bringing to the table for this tournament?
I think most of them trying to avoid big duels. I mean, we clearly see Gukesh obviously has a world championship match, but I think in principle they try to play, it's not safe, but it's to make sure that nothing happens. I mean, exceptional Caruana today. That's interesting. So he went for a very, very sharp, but modern line. I always thought it was very suspicious for Black, but again, the position now, it's I think White is clearly better. That's the way I see it. So I don't know what machine says. Yeah.
Machine always says 0-0.
0-0, yes. Yeah, but it's a very interesting line because Black always ends up with pawn down, losing this pawn on a file.
Yes. So
this is but it has some compensation because the rook is always misplaced and. It's quite funny. I mean, this is kind of anti-computer chess because Rook is standing on e5 all the time, and Black refuses to take it because clearly after take on e5, White has an easy game. So let's see what happens. So
I'm seeing this trend, especially from the top 3 players in the world right now: Magnus, Hikaru, and Fabi. They take some risks with the black pieces, and sometimes it pays off. Occasionally, mostly from the top players, we see very tight play with the black pieces. Do you need that in modern chess to score important victories with Black?
You definitely should ask them because they're they're playing. I'm not. So but I think it's probably a statistical gamble. But since we're talking about top players, I think they already calculated that this risk pays off. So. Also, again, I think let's look at this line, for instance.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a sharp line, but this is not neither. This is doesn't have tens of hundreds of opportunities for White. It's quite straight lines, and so that's why I think there's a risk. But it's not that you have to memorize endless lines, and White could attack you from just every corner, and also as for this position. Yeah, the Black King is not in danger. That's also important. So this again, risk is calculated, and so now we're seeing that the corner will end up.
I guess you have to take with this rook, right?
Or of course. No, of course.
Probably giving away the exchange is not the right way.
Yes, but
so do we just go for rook 8?
Rook 8, or maybe rook 8, yes, because it's a little bit difficult to actually
unpin yourself.
No, you can unpin yourself, but then bishop takes c5, and it's very drawish.
Yes.
So that's why. That's what we discussed. Yeah, Black has just reached an endgame, pawn down, but looks very drawish.
Yes.
So that's why the risk probably was.
So maybe you have to go something like this. Take c5. Bishop d3.
This immediate draw.
Looks pretty easy. Yeah, we might actually just see this peter out.
Maybe I don't know. Just what else?
That they've already kind of went in that direction. Okay, let's try it out. Why not?
But what's the next move?
That's a good question. Do you go f6?
Yes.
F6,
what if I try to play f6?
F6.
What
yeah.
if?
Yeah, it's too risky. Just too risky.
Yeah, if you take pawn on 4, that's the So what you should take on?
Maybe I go back. You take here?
The 96.
96. Yeah. So this might be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, then we take with the rook, or because there's bishop of 8, bishop g. Bishop G4. Ah, Rook E8, yes, you have. Yeah, yes. That's not good. No, that's not good.
That's a nice line.
So
maybe I cannot. How do you continue? King F7, perhaps? Would that be the easy?
Yeah, probably just, why not to wait?
King F7. If you manage to exchange all rooks and take on C5.
That's what I will, yes, exactly. This is the idea. Maybe you can just play here Bishop B4, yeah? There's a trick. Maybe, because there may be something.
So I perhaps have to go for A5, knight B7. Now I take. There's that knight coming to D6, yeah.
But still, maybe it's not the end of the story, because this is the line is open now. Still probably a draw.
Yeah.
Even after all these tricks,
yes,
it still looks like very drawish.
Well, this one we kind of
understand. It took with that rook, yes.
I don't think we have a move yet. Oh yes, rook 5, rook E, E1.
Yeah, but that's rook F8. I think
should
very
be close.
Very drawish.
Let's see another game they were talking about, the one that you mentioned as well, and we kind of started chatting about it. This one, Gukesh Nodirbek. You're mentioning White has some pressure here.
Look, if the line that I saw was knights being exchanged, then look, white bishops on E3, G2, they have something to attack. Black bishops, they have nothing to attack. So
something like this.
Yeah, this kind of positions, it's probably not the end of the world. Actually, I'm not sure rook A8. I think maybe you have to keep another rook. Yeah, because I don't know what the rook would do on F8. It might be problematic for Nursultanov. Yeah.
You've obviously prepared so many months, maybe even years for World Championship matches. Do you think he's holding on to his World Championship preparation right now?
Of course. Yes, absolutely. So it's an important tournament, but it's still a tournament. So no doubt if he has anything, up in his sleeves, it's sitting here.
Yes.
So this is the value of potential victory achieved through just opening preparation in the World Championship match, whether he plays Dink or Hikaru, it cannot be compared to moral satisfaction of winning one game here on the stage. With all due respect to Grandchester.
Right.
So and again, it's very clear that he just he's practicing. Knight F3, G3. So it puts a little pressure. So it's interesting. So what's happening there? So
I don't think we have had any moves after the last one. Rook A8. He's still thinking right now, trying to figure things out. Yeah.
If you just see this is knight C4, knight D3 is so natural.
Yes. It's actually a funny little line. If you try to...
Yeah, then queen C4, yes, that's winning the pawn, A5 pawn.
Very nice.
Yes.
A5, E4.
But this bishop actually is just...
It's kind of stranded.
Yes,
on
exactly,
F5, right?
Yes. It does very little on F5, yes.
How do you get it back, is the question.
No, it's solid, but it does nothing. So this... if he plays knight, he didn't play knight C4.
He did not. No. He's still thinking right now.
Yeah, might be challenging for Nursultanov. Might be challenging.
Perfect. Let's look at this one. You mentioned.
Yeah. Oh, it was interesting. I watched this game. We talked to Jan Smits, and Garry played so fast.
Yeah.
So I just pawn sacrifice. If Garry sacrificed the pawn, it's probably triple computer confirmed. Yes, this is just... Yeah.
Well, he had 2 hours against 1 hour.
Yeah, but you could see that as he played fast. So it's interesting. So it's definitely white were not having any risk. So it's but it might be an important historical opening duel because. Black tried to solve all the problems with E5. So this is in the open. Yeah, I remember this. If you go, in this line. So when I played in '98. We played a couple of blitz with Krumnik, the blitz games in our match. in Moscow. So, and I always play c5 and cd5, ed5, and it's hanging pawns. I always struggled. I
You don't like it, yeah.
Actually, this is interesting. It seemed to be that I had a good position, but it was always just somehow yes, exactly, yes. So
some pressure.
Exactly, yes. It creates pressure. So then I think that they avoiding now. This is Queen e7 one idea. I think Rook c8 an idea. So they make various moves, just waiting moves, and Queen e7, Rook d1. And it's like waiting. So it's just curiosity because they want white to play e4, you can probably play c5, but still it will be the same. After cd5, you have to play ed5, and there will be probably white play g3 and just this. So e5 is an attempt to solve all the problems.
Perhaps now if you lose one more move, let's say h6, then white can finally play.
Probably e4 and then take over with the rook. Maybe with the rook. I don't know.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and maybe some even d5 ideas.
D5,
Rook g4.
D5, yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? Yes, there's something there. So that's we don't know, but looks potentially. So and e5 and then very very quickly because I wonder. So what happens if he takes cd5 here, for instance? I mean, it's just curious if white can play. You take on d5, yes?
I think.
So it was, yes. E4 doesn't work, yes?
For take on c6, maybe.
E3.
Take on b7.
Take on h2. Of course, yes. Knight g4.
Probably I have to go king h1, yeah?
I don't know.
I'm just put it on the board because that's a very interesting line.
See before take. I'm not sure. Maybe it's incorrect. King g3. Oh, sorry. That's the.
Yeah, king h3 loses.
King g3.
Queen g5.
King takes a free, that's what Queen h5. No, it's winning, white is winning.
But how is the question?
Because there's
you just
no threats, yes?
Well, I see knight takes e3 is a big problem.
What about e4?
Oh, that's a nice move. That's a nice move. That's a really nice move, yeah. 93, you're only trying?
Yes.
You play for
yeah, I don't know. No, okay, that's this. So he takes cd5 here, yes?
Probably,
yes. Yeah, and both bishops are working. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's this. Knight b5 maybe. Just curious what happens on knight b5.
Still a little bit of
I don't know, just
strategical pressure, let's say, for white. This bishop on b7.
Yeah, what's the...
Maybe if you take, if you go bishop b8, maybe I can take and...
Bishop b8.
Take on e5, put the knight on d4 maybe.
Yeah, that's slightly better for white, so what's this?
Yeah?
I don't know, I'm curious.
Yeah.
Actually, here I think it's probably your... Give me another chance. Queen.
Yeah, even this...
is
yeah, starting...
Rook c8 maybe. Oh yeah, rook c8, yes?
I guess I have rook c8.
Yeah, rook c8 here.
I'm sure this is probably some sort of theory.
Yeah, probably some sort of theory, yes.
Let's see what they did.
Yeah, okay. So this is, and then this is this. So he took, then this exchange, and then all of a sudden rook d1, yes? So what, cb3, ab3, queen a7, yes? But that's force, yes, 94.
And you were talking with Jan.
Yeah, exactly, yes. So I thought that maybe somehow black could play knight d5, but probably doesn't work. Because so what happens after knight d5?
That's a good question.
Knight g3 maybe.
Probably nothing
knight g3,
huge.
Yeah, but it's e4, knight f5, yes,
some pressure, yeah.
Some
F4 is coming.
Yes. F4, I'm not sure, but e4 first.
Like, how do you get this bishop activated?
Maybe we just go bishop c8 now.
Yeah, bishop
then
c8.
take and queen takes e6 next.
Let's take. This should be
knight f6.
Bishops. Slight pressure.
Yes, maybe on c4. Yes, well, probably it's but he took on e4, queen e4, and f6 now. Yes,
he spent a lot of time.
Yes, So what's happening now here?
I think we still have some moves, perhaps.
He took
Yes,
on E5,
take,
yeah.
take, rook d7, rook b8. This is the current position.
But
Computer says, okay, slightly better. You play
Why?
slowly with f3. I don't even know exactly why. Perhaps it's just saying that black doesn't have any useful moves. What if I just, you know, start pushing the pawn?
that's exactly the question. and then b5, yes.
And then b5, yes. Not b5 first. I think b5,
b5
first.
before.
This would be a bit of an issue. Yeah, still some pressure from Anish.
Okay.
And I think we have a couple more games. Wesley.
He made a move, by the way, Anish. Bishop c4 check.
Let's see. Yes. This is the position. Bishop
And
c4,
before
h8.
now. No,
Okay.
a5.
Now a5, yeah. This is probably going to be a draw.
Surprise, surprise.
Probably
Yes,
good.
yes, yes.
Even though, okay, you take.
take.
What if I go here?
And then bishop a6. Oh, no, bishop a6. Ah, sorry. Yes, it's the bishop here.
How easy is this? That bishop on b7 is
This,
still such an ugly piece.
yeah, it is. So if I
take,
push the
let's say I
pawn,
take.
e5, keep pushing it further.
So I probably don't want the bishop traded with the rooks traded with rook a5, right?
I don't know, but I will
Let's see.
Yeah,
So the king is still kind of stuck, right?
okay, but it's stuck, but it's. Look, you have to take this pawn.
That I have to be fast. Yes,
Come on.
I have to be very fast. Yeah. King g7, king f6 comes fast.
Yeah. This is what before you win this pawn.
Yeah. Still some play left. Probably it's not going to be done soon. Not in this position, in the current position.
Yeah, he'll try to keep the rooks, of course, aboard.
Cool. Let's see what's happening in.
Yeah, another mysterious game. Yes, it's the Wesley with Prague.
Prague. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I asked, just to educate me. A5 and Bishop F5. What is that? Is it computer chess? Because machines now play Alpha Zero style A5. What was the idea of combining A5 and Bishop F5?
We will ask Wesley or
it's
Prague.
He played a very quick lesson. Maybe
we are just being told that Fabiano's game is just about to end. Maybe we can see the players right now. They seem to be repeating the moves now.
Yeah, as we discussed.
Take.
As we discussed.
It's the same position.
Surprise.
Yeah. Rook to d1.
I think that's right.
Where's the repetition?
Bishop c2.
Bishop c2.
Rook f1, bishop d3. Surprise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, successful preparation for Fabiano to neutralize Maxime.
Yeah.
He's not really thinking about continuing, no? Yes.
No, come on. This is a pawn as a pawn.
Rook to d1.
Pawn as a pawn.
Bishop to c2.
That's fair draw, so repetition, but...
Fair draw. We're going to see the handshake in that one. Okay.
Okay, here is...
Wesley, yes, a5, bishop f5, bit suspicious, but... Puzzled.
Puzzled
by the situation.
Puzzled.
Who has the easier play, let's say, in this position, and why?
My instinct is to say white, because it's very clear, so as they control central, and e4, f4, I don't know whether they just, would go bishop b2 back or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's, maybe it makes sense.
And what does black do in the meantime?
That's a very good question. It's a very good question. I don't know. It's white's move now?
It's black. He just played king h2. How to...
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is the problem.
Maybe some knight b4,
Okay,
is that?
Queen c1.
c1, yeah.
So what's next?
Let's try to exchange this bishop.
Okay, I go queen d2. Okay, then I think I will go queen d2 here.
If I do the same,
A 95, 94.
yes, perhaps. Feels like this might be the only way to try to do something with black, just to exchange that light square bishop.
So
Maybe queen b1 and
queen b1, knight
b4?
g4 check. Knight g4 check. That's what it is. Yes, and bishop takes h3. That's what. Yes, that's.
So king h2. What was that?
Why would we be going to play bishop b2 someplace here? Just, why not play bishop b2? I don't know. Just bishop b2.
No, now knight b4, queen b1.
Yes.
Bishop here. Now we get
The e4. Yes. That would be my.
Yeah, strange decision. I have to say. Maybe does he have knight
computer still? Knight takes e4. No.
Take.
First maybe take. That's.
Maybe.
It takes d6, but it's not knight d6. Knight d6, queen b2.
Some pressure still.
Still some pressure. Yes.
And then if this knight comes to d5.
But now it's knight b4 is better, even stronger. Yes. So because the queen has to go d2, c1, and then bishop c6.
Wesley has missed an opportunity, even yesterday, against Jan. With the black pieces, he actually had a better position at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how much better? I mean, this was an extra pawn. Yes, I think he had to keep his knight on f7, but I didn't see how he really improved the position.
Yeah.
Yes, instead of king f7, knight f7, but it's a little drawish to me.
Yes.
But he played we discussed it, the bishop on d5, a very creative game, creative game. Actually, that's so. It's sometimes these games that ended, just without a decisive result. So they still a very, very, very interesting, tense. A lot of maybe not for just chess fans. They're waiting for fire on board, but they have some good ideas and
a lot of content, a lot of value.
Again, it's about value. Games are valuable.
Absolutely. And this one, the last one, Bogdan Daniel Deac versus Nepo. Is there anything in this one? So that pawn on f7 is going to fall. No doubt about that. The question is which one.
Yeah, but this one, if you give this one, then he'll attack this pawn.
Yes. Perhaps b3.
No, but why don't you take on f7 first?
I was just worried about this.
94.
E5. E5 96, right? Yeah. That might be a bit. So perhaps I'd start with this move.
Rook
e7. Yeah. Still looks better for white.
This is definitely better for white. That's why I would take this
I
pawn.
can go here.
Rook c7.
You don't think.
Knight protects the pawn.
Yes.
No, I don't know. It looks. It reminds me. It's just old games, played by Wolf Anderson. Wolf Anderson just played in catalog, just trying to get little advantage. I think it should be a draw, but you have to take this pawn. I think probably. So I think that you should take. Yeah, you should take this pawn.
Like this, yeah.
Yeah, because now you also have your own threats. The question is, so if I can.
And if you.
No, rook e4.
E4. Yeah. That's a good spot.
Yeah, that's
a good spot.
So you just have to. So if you take here, then 94, yes, or g4, 94.
Seems like it's going to
absolutely
liquidate.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
So, I that's why I think it's this rook c2 played.
Yeah. Still, there's something about Bogdan. He always gets himself in time trouble, and we've talked about it in Poland as well. You were mentioning, you were discussing with Magnus, and he was telling you that this is his advantage. He knows how to play with the clock as well. What can you tell us about that?
But you talk about Magnus or Bogdan?
Well, Magnus was saying how important the clock management is.
Yes, but still, time trouble. I think it's kind of a myth that some people can do extremely well. Yeah, some of them are just less affected by it, and have unique ability to find right moves. Actually, Karpov for many years kept this ability to find this as the right scores. I remember his game against Aleko in Linares 2001. I mean, he was already 50 and the last round, and Karpov was in terrible time trouble, and position was very suspicious. And Aleko, just after the game, said he couldn't believe because he expected the flag to fall, that Karpov somehow found. I think it's kind of psychological resistance.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not paralyzed by the clock, but you also don't lose control of that. So somehow, yes, some great players can do it. Obviously, some players, legendary Reshevsky managed to play, but again, you still cannot play with the same quality. So yes, maybe once or twice you can survive because again, your hand will do the job, but eventually.
Did you ever feel like you have this problem with clock management, or this was something that you always wanted to?
Look, I mean, during my professional years,
yes,
yeah, I had some, but I managed reasonably well in time, reasonably well. So it's not that I thought it was my my strong suit, but I mean, from my early days I knew that you had to avoid time trouble because it affects you, and I think that's one of the reasons I was always one step ahead of Karpov, because in crucial moments I had a little bit more time left on my clock.
Gary, great insights as always. Thank you very much for joining us.
Fine. So let's expect. So what's prediction now? Any result, decisive games today? We need some.
You tell me, Gary. Gukesh, Anish, Wesley, or Bogdan's games. Do you think any one of them could create something?
Draw. I'm afraid 5 draws again.
5 draws again?
I'm afraid, but still, I think. Let's see. What's happening with Gukesh?
I'm hoping for a Gukesh. Something to happen in Gukesh. He has played. Let's see. Knight to c4, bishop to g4, queen c2, queen c5, queen b3, b6. This is the current position.
What about 93 now?
That's a very good question. Yeah, some pressure in this one, I have to say. This is the one that gives us some hopes that we're going to see a decisive result.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yes. Very interesting. What's the black's next move now?
Not easy. You have to give me your bishop, I think.
Yep.
You have to give me your bishop.
Yeah, just bishop d3 doesn't work. So
maybe some 97 or...
97, yes.
But 2 bishops, we play.
Yeah, we play, yes.
We play. Bishop g5.
Rook d3. Oh. All of a sudden.
I have to be careful. I have to be slightly careful.
Yeah.
But even this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Yes. Pressure, yes.
Slight advantage for Gukesh.
So let's hope one decisive game, one result. Again, still, you need a little bit of blood. Yes.
Gary, I'll let you go.
Good.
Okay, playing hall.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Cristian, and thank you, Garry.
Thank you, Garry.